Scrappy family, Amanda here. We are going to get started on a double page layout. This will be utilizing some pictures from 2018. I was actually pregnant in these photos with my daughter, and she is almost 7. So, and I'm going to be utilizing this paper collection from Bella Boulevard. I picked this up at Bottom of the Bin here in Florida. It is a 2015 collection from Bella Boulevard, and it's just beautiful and vibrant. And when I picked this up at the store, I also was able to pick it up with a sketch from Scrapbook Generation. It does have a price on it, so I'm not going to show it. And I'm really not going to stick to it too much either, but super, super exciting. So if you're local in the Florida area, make sure you go and check out Bottom of the Bin. We're going to go ahead and get started with our 2 pieces of white American Crafts cardstock per usual, right? And then we have, like I said, several pictures that we are going to scrapbook, but I'm going to cut our pattern papers first. So with Bottom of the Bin, some of the pieces that you get or the collections that you're able to find, they're cut into, they're loved a little bit, but that's okay because we don't always need to have a ton of scraps left over. So I'm okay with something that's a little bit loved on. So I'm going to cut a strip from this paper. This is going to be 1 inch. And that's going to go here. I'm going to cut off the branding strip here. And I want to utilize this floral paper as a good chunk on the layout as well. I'm going to cut that to be 12 by 8. Right now I'm following the sketch just a little bit with these measurements. But we are going to deviate soon as my photos are not the same size as their photos. I'm going to rotate one of the orientations, and I don't have a lot of the pieces that they use as embellishments. It didn't come with the kit when I got it, and that's totally fine. So we're going to put our right side to the side just because it has a little bit more configuration that needs to happen. And I'm going to start with my photos here on the left-hand page. So the left-hand page is really just like a large photo cluster. I need to see a little bit better. It's so interesting when you are scrapbooking older photos and you're like, I don't even look like that anymore. The people in the photo don't look like it anymore. Kids are grown now. Like, it's such a beautiful thing. It's part of what I love about memory keeping for my family. And, you know, you're just really able to reminisce about times that have gone. And it's really special to do. Now I'm going to switch these 2 photos because my nephew's foot is kicking out, and so I don't want it to look like he's kicking his other photo, if that makes sense, right? And I cut these particular photos for this layout on my Canon selfie way back when, so they're not a true 4x6. They're just a little bit shorter. I think it's like 4 by 5 3/4 or something like that. So I'm going to have to trim off some of this photo because these were 4x6 photos in height, or vertical rather, not landscape. So I have to cut it. So I'm going to have to trim that off, which is fine. Not a big deal. So my little nephew here, like, he's almost 10 years old. Like, he's a big boy now. So crazy. And again, I'm going to just put this down so I can have like a little border in between the photos, which I would not normally have had if these were true 4x6 photos. What? All this work and I still can't get it right. That's good. Let me go and cut this off. I don't believe any important part of the photo is actually going to get trimmed off. So that's good as well. Yeah, okay. It was all flooring. So that's great. So as I mentioned, with these pictures, I was pregnant with my daughter. So that's how old these were. And I was just so swollen. So swollen, but it's fine. This was for my aunt's birthday, this aunt here. And so it was just a couple of days before my daughter came. My aunt's birthday is in the beginning of the month, and my daughter was born at the end of the month. So that's what we were celebrating in these photos. I am going to put this here. I am going to ink the edges of it. I think I might go, I'm going to stick with the green, and this will be fine for when we do the right-hand page as well. Okay, so I'm going to end up putting something here to just block that a little bit, and then some embellishments down here. And we're most likely going to have to, go into my stash for whatever we decide to use as an embellishment. And I am fine with that. So I'm going to just go ahead here and ink up the edges of this pattern paper before I put it down. And this paper says, let's take a selfie. Let's take a selfie. And I'm actually going to put some selfie photos on this side. So I think it's really appropriate for the pictures that are coming. I've mentioned this once or twice in some of my videos before, but my family, I have a very big family, and we love to celebrate each other any chance we get. So there are always going to be family themed layouts on my channel because my family is such a huge part of my life and what makes me who I am. And I love that. I love that we do that. I love that we're going to pass that practice down to my children and all of the future generations of our family as well. Lay that down. Then I'm going to lay this down. And it should butt up evenly because I cut the top piece at 8. This bottom piece is at 4. And then we'll put that 1/4 inch strip right over the seam to hide that transition a little bit better. Let me ink this up. All right, so I'm just placing down this striped piece of paper now to smooth out the transition from the 2 pattern pieces. And then, as I mentioned, the photos that I want to use on this page are a few selfie photos. And so I'm going to use these 2 photos of these are my niece and nephew. They're actually twins. So I'm going to use this photo of the 2 of them and me and my baby bump. I think that's cute. And then I'm going to place this photo down here. I think I'm going to mat these on some orange. I would do yellow, but my dress is already yellow, so I'm going to do a complementing color to it to match this orange in the background here, just so it doesn't get lost. Hannah says hi. Or maybe I will use this blue. That can work as well. This is one of the scraps that was included in the kit I got at bottom of the bin. So you see, I'm going to just use it to back my photo. All right, so I've gone ahead in my stash and I have backed it with this blue paper from the collection as well as just an orange solid from my stash. I think that helps it pop a little bit. And now I'm going to ink the edges of the blue paper. Normally, I would have done that before I put my pictures down just so that I'm guaranteed not to get any ink on the photos itself, but I forgot. So we're going to do it before I adhere it down. Okay. So we're going to do that. And I feel like maybe I should have put these up on some foam. Nah, we're going to lay it flat. But look at this donut paper on the back. How adorable is that, right? Like, I wish I had 5 sheets of this paper. I don't have any pictures with donuts yet, but that can be easily fixed. I do believe in a staged photo shoot if I have paper to match. Guilty as charged. All right, so I'm going to move this back over, bring back my left-hand page. So this is the layout, essentially. I do have this additional picture of my 2 nieces eating some cake that I'm going to put down here. And now I just need to embellish. There are a few elements still from the cut-apart sheet that I'm thinking of using. I really love this. Being a family means you're part of something very wonderful. It means you will love and be loved for the rest of your life, no matter what. I absolutely love that. I also love this family love down here. I don't know if I'll use the whole thing, but I do really love that sentiment. So this, I think I want to put over here. I love that there. And then this, I'm thinking about, that definitely gets lost back here in the background. None of these really speak to me per se. But I am working this month with my How to Kill a Kit with Style February kit, and I do believe that there is an element in here that I want to use on this page. So there are these houses, chipboard pieces that I want to use, potentially use one of these. I really do want to utilize this on the layout, and I'm going to. I just think it's so cute. Maybe I will use the black. It matches a little bit with the navy that's there. So I think we might be able to get away with it. I do also like this Let's Party one that's here. Maybe we can put that going down this side, because as I mentioned, this is a birthday party. So this silver might be cute here. Let's Party. Oh, I do like that. I think that looks really, really cute. Let's party, let's party. I love this sentiment though. So I also want to use that. Maybe I'll do it like this and just have the one picture of my nephew versus the 2 photos. That can work as well. Yeah, let's do that. Pull this up. And I'm going to replace it with this. Okay, that looks great there. And these are not a sticker, so we need to adhere this down. So I'm going to use my wet glue. That came out great. So I'm going to do the same with these houses here on the right hand page. Then I'm going to just put these houses along this striped paper line. Love that. Love that I was able to utilize those chipboard pieces. This wasn't meant to be a How to Kill a Kit with Style video, but it will now go against that challenge for the month, because look at us doing things. That's awesome. Okay, now I'm thinking I do need to add something here in this space. Maybe I'll just add this rainbow strip that was a scrap. I can put that there and then tuck it underneath the 3x4 card, obviously. Okay, perfect. That looks great. And then down here is now empty. And I do have that photo of my nieces eating cake that I had cut out initially to utilize down here. Now I just need some way to really tie that in, because with the text down here, it gets kind of lost. But I think I'm going to do a journaling card down here, and then I'll have the picture next to it. So let me look at my journaling card stash. Okay, I think we are going to utilize this journaling card here. Again, I really don't have a lot to say about this layout, so I'm just going to jot down a couple of key points for it. Looking right now currently for my ink. Here it is. Okay, I'm going to ink the edges of this to match the rest of the pattern paper on the layout. And I think I have pulled this card out for like every page I've scrapbooked in the last month to try to use it some way, somehow. And it just hasn't worked. It's going to work for me soon. I know it. I feel it. I feel it. So I'm going to do that. I'm thinking I might back this picture of my nieces just because it looks like it needs to be. I'm going to do a small border. And I think I'm going to put this down flat, and then I'll pop up this 3x4 photo. Potentially, I'm not sure. Because it's really not that great of a photo to pop up either. They're kind of just being silly. But, you know, that's what kids do. They're silly. One of my nieces in this picture, she is in college. She's a sophomore in college. And the other is getting ready to graduate high school this year and I'll be on her way to college. So, like I was saying, the kids, they grow up so fast. So we'll do that. And then I found these stickers. So my family, we are a Latino family, and when these Obed Marshall collection came out, when this collection came out, I bought everything in it because there's very rarely that you find words that represent your culture as well as these did. Now I'm not gonna say all of them match, right? Because I don't know what this cereal bowl is, but I love the felicidades, I love the smile, the colors, all of it is cute. So I'm going to utilize some of these elements on this particular page. Even though this sticker sheet palette is more pastel while these background papers are more vibrant, I do think that they can be a good accent pieces. So I'm going to put this one with the cake down here. I love that. And I'm going to put the felicidades here as well because I say in my journaling that we are celebrating my aunt's birthday, and that's what that means. Okay, okay, maybe I'll just put like a few more here. So I use that flower, and then I'll use this flower here. Okay, so that's that. Then I also have this collection, embellishment collection. I'm not sure which paper collection it goes with, but I do know that must have come from a scrap room kit. But these hearts and stars and butterflies, this matches the color palette pretty well. So I'm going to just do some random spattering of the stars and the hearts from this collection or from this sticker sheet onto the layout, just because it matches so well. Okay. I don't know necessarily if I want the flowers, so I'm going to just continue with the hearts. That looks cute. That kind of reminds me of like old school scrapbooking too, where things just look a little bit more hand-drawn. I think that might have been, you know, the look they were going for with that. So that's cute. I'm glad that that space is covered. And we have so much product left over, so that's wonderful. Then I don't think anything else from this particular collection will work on this layout, but that's okay. I was really utilizing it for the stickers. Kind of makes me want to put some down here just to bring over that embellishment style. And let's see, I feel like it's just a little bit empty on the sides here. Just a little bit though. I'm actually going to bring back out this sticker sheet from last month's How to Kill a Kit with Style that I still have a good amount of left over. And I'm going to just plug some of these here because these are birthday related stickers. I'm going to pop this one up. The primary color scheme of these Jelly Bean Soup stickers really match the vibrant colors of the pattern paper here with the Bella Boulevard collection. So they really do mix and match well, which I love. I like this Celebrate as well. I think I might put the Celebrate here. And I'm going to pop that up as well. Okay, I think we're going to call this page done. It's really a very, very simple page. Not much embellishments going on here at all, but I do think it came out wonderful. This is an example of when your pattern paper really makes your page. And with such a bold statement of this background paper here, it came out beautifully. I am really proud of myself with the way it came out and not feeling like I had to add more, and working through older photos that I didn't necessarily feel like told a story, but there's a story here nonetheless. So I'm really proud of myself for being able to get this done, for breaking out some of these really, really old pieces of ephemera that have been in my stash since 2010. So proud of that, being able to check a box that actually the money wasn't wasted. I did use it. Love that for me. I hope that you are able to do something creative to make yourself proud today as well. Thank you so much for your time, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next one.